Hey YouTube, Sandy Miller, aka the Dragon Duelist here. I thought I would do a deck profile on my Dark Lord deck, so yeah, that should be interesting. Also, I would like to show off my new Clear Wing Synchro Dragon mat, aka Crossroads to Chaos Sneak Peek mat. So yeah, that took a while to get. Also, I would like to wish Happy New Year to everyone. I mean, granted, it's already past that stage, but figured might as well, since it has been a while since I've done a deck profile, so yeah. Anyway, we shall get on to the deck profile. So, yeah, let's get to it. Alright, tribute lineup. We have 2 Dark Lord Morningstar. Now, I know some deck profiles like to run, well, some duelists like to run 1. I like to run 2 because if one basically goes down, then I've got another just in case, or that's another discard draw target. And we also have 1 Dark Lord Desire. Now, I know people will be wondering why I run this, but I just really run it as tech, plus its effects actually pretty decent, so yeah, it's not too bad. I also run 1 Dark Lord Asmodeus. Now, partly the reason I run this is basically so I can send like my well, the key component cards from my deck to the grave, so that way I can use effects and whatnot. So, plus if it's destroyed, you get 2 tokens and stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty good, and it's a 3000 beach deck, so why not? Also, I run 2 Dark Lord Superbias. Now, I know most deck profiles run 3, but right now I'm only running 2. I may up that to 3, I'm not too sure yet. Alright, I also run 2 Splendid Venus. Now, I know some people prefer to run Archlord Christia. I like to run this because not only does it decrease your opponent's monster's attack by 500, also if you play any spell and traps, they cannot be negated. So, it's a pretty good card for that. I run 2 Dark Lord Zerattles. Pretty standard. I run 2 of this guy. I'm not too sure what his name is. I'm still getting used to some of them. And I also run 2 of the Dark Lord D-Draw. Reason I call it the Dark Lord D-Draw is because, well, basically that's what it is. It's a D-Draw for Dark Lords. Now, the reason I only run 2 is because, well, I could run 3, but I found I only really run the 2, and it seems to work well for me, so I just run the 2. So, yeah. And I run 1 Dark Creator. Now, mostly I run him just for tech, but mostly for his effect, but he's pretty good, plus he's a good tech, so, well, this format anyway. Alright, now on to the spell lineup. We have 2 Allure of Darkness, pretty standard. 1 1-for-1. Now, there is a reason I run that. I will reveal that later in the deck profile, so yeah, it's a pretty good card for searching out stuff, and you'll soon see why once I've gone further into the deck profile, so yeah. And I also run 2 Valhalla Hall of the Fallens. Pretty good card. I run 2 Dark Lord Contracts. I know most people maybe run 3, but I find 2 is enough for this build, so yeah. I run 1 Soul Charge. And I also run 2 Trade-ins. And also 2 Banishment of the Dark Lords. Now, I know most run playset, but I think 2 is enough because, well, obviously because of their effects, you can pay 1,000 and treat their effects as that spell or trap card, so I find 2 is enough. And I also run 1 Raigeki. Alright, now on to the level 4 and below lineup. We have 2 Hecatries. That's mostly for searching out your Valhalla Hall of the Fallen. So yeah. Now, part of the reason I run 1 for 1. I run 2 of this guy. I'm still getting used to his name. 1 of the squires anyway. And I also run 2 of this guy. Now, one of the reasons I run him is because I either like normal summon or special summon him. I can then special summon this from my deck, then use his effect, and basically means I can do an additional tribute summon, and that tends to go into my combos and stuff, so seems to work for that, so why not? And I run 2 Herald of Orange Lights. Honestly, it's a pretty good card for getting rid of monster effects and stuff. I'm surprised not many people seem to run it, but I found it's been really helpful. And of course, one of the fun cards, Marsh Macaron. It's actually been really good. Its effects actually pretty good. I found it's come in handy for tribute fodder or basically for stall. So it's been pretty useful for that. So yeah. Alright, on to the traps. I run 1 Mirror Force. And I run 2 Call of the Haunteds. 1 Jar of Avarice. Mostly just for like reloading monsters and stuff, or extra spell and trap cards I might need for, and also I get to draw 1, so Elite Tech card. Now I run 2 Starlight Roads, mostly because, well, this format is pretty standard, because like you've got like Twin Twister, Mirror Force, Torrential, and of course like Judgment. I could go on, but for nowadays it's mostly, since Twin Twister is a thing, it's pretty standard to run like 2. And I run 1 of this. Now the reason I run it is just mostly for tech, because a lot of decks will draw a lot of cards, so figured might as well run this just to more or less test it out, and then you get to draw 2 cards as well. So yeah. I run 2 Wiretaps, so that's pretty good. 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device. 2 Dark Lord Rebellions. Now I know most people seem to run 1 from what I've heard. I like to run 2 because, well, gets rid of some of the problematic cards and whatnot. And I also run 1 Torrential Tribute. Alright then, now on to the extra deck. We have 1 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Mostly just to go into my big, like, Exceed plays, plus, well, he's the 3,000 beat stick with decent effects, so why not? I run 1 Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. Mostly just for partly the same reason as Tachyon. Plus this effect has come in handy every so often, so yeah, it's pretty good that way. And I run 2 Leo, Keeper of the Sacred Tree. Now the reason I run him is because, like, I run Herald of Orange Light. Ironically, Herald of Orange Light is a tuner, so synchro that with one of your level 8s, bring out this. So figured why not try it out, and it's actually been not too bad, so yeah, figured why not. I won 1 number 81. Figured might as well try it out since I've got like level 10s. So yeah. And I also run 2 Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragons. Honestly, it's quite a good card, and the Papa card seems to be pretty good. And it's a 4,000 beat stick, so why not? So yeah, that is the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and me and my friend Jamie, that we were basically both in a tag tournament, and we managed to get third place. So yay for us! And it was honestly quite fun because I mean, we managed to get into a lot of combos, and well, we managed to get third place, so we can't complain now. I'll try and get another deck profile. Sorry if I've not been doing deck profiles. I've had a lot going on and had a lot of personal issues to go through, and also like Christmas and New Year, so it's been quite hectic. So yeah. So that's basically why I've not been doing deck profiles. I hope you've all been enjoying the gaming videos I've been uploading. So hope you've been enjoying them. So I'll try and get another deck profile done if I can. Well, obviously, if I do, you'll be the first to know, because obviously you'll see it on my channel, so yeah. Anyway, I better go, so later, guys. This is Sandy Miller, aka Dragon Duelist, signing off. Laters!